This card is super exciting. You got the hometown hero. You've got the old guard McBeth, Music City Open player with Simon winning 2 of them. And then you got Gannon Buhr, top ranked player in the world, second ranked player in the world. I mean, it's up to debate, but this is going to be an awesome final round. I don't think a home field advantage means as much to any player as it does to Chris Dickerson. This dude fuels off of being close to home. By far away, he got more wins in Tennessee than any other state. I mean, the guy owns the state of Tennessee for the last 10 years. Could we see something special from him in the final round? It's gonna have to be really special.
Is Simon the favorite to win the tournament? Absolutely. I would take anybody at that level with a 2-stroke advantage over the field. Simon's won a lot of tournaments in the last 2 years. You don't want to give that guy extra strokes.
If there is any concern about a player putting things together and giving him a run for his money down this final stretch, I mean, it's both Paul McBeth and Gannon Buhr. I mean, they're both 2 shots back, and both of them have won in so many different ways, and they're both scary guys to have breathing down your neck.
McBeast mode is a real thing. If he gets hot and he puts his foot down, that guy can do amazing things. We've seen it for so long. And intimidation is a real thing with Paul McBeth.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Championship Sunday here in Antioch, Tennessee at the 2024 Music City Open presented by Lone Star Disc. BigBarri commentary bringing you all the action today, but first we want to say that in celebration of Earth Day, we at JomezPro collaborated with Trash Panda to make the very first ever custom run of inner cores made in-house and on their new machines in Colorado.
Jesse and his team are committed to growing disc golf sustainably and use 100% recycled plastic to make their discs and other products. They recently got their own injection molding machine and ran the first ever custom run of inner core putters for us in Jomez Teal. We also ran some baseline inner cores and premium dunes.
All the discs have a ghost stamp, and it's the most sustainable way to stamp a disc because there's no excess waste and it doesn't affect the recyclability of the disc. We're honored to be a part of the Trash Panda story and love everything that Jesse and his team are doing to grow the sport sustainably. Go get these while you can at JomezPro.com. Go ahead and get comfy in your seats, folks, because we have a dandy lined up for you today. Simon Lizotte, 20 under, 100% C1X putting, fairways hit 100%, 0 bogeys. Hard to beat.
Yeah, really hard to beat.
Really hard to beat.
I mean, but that's a good way to start. 100% fairways hit,
yeah.
94% C2 in regulation, and with how good he putts outside the circle, that's getting the job done.
Half of his C2 putts made as well. And Paul McBeth, folks, the greatest champion of this generation. He is here in the mix for the first time this season, and he is looking to get his name on a trophy.
Yeah.
Get his name on a title. And we've got the greatest player in Tennessee history, Chris Dickerson, multiple-time major champion, 100 events played in MPO division in the state of Tennessee. He's got top 10 in 99 of them, and he's won 68 of them. He's never finished outside the top 5 in Music City Open history. So Chris Dickerson does well here.
That's wild.
It's an incredible stat.
That's a wild statistic.
And I think he's won the Music City Open 5 times as well. So He's 4 back.
Yeah.
He's 4 back, and he's going to need a lot of good things going his way to win. But this guy right here holds all the cards the way he's been playing this week.
Can you get it wide enough? Yeah.
That's a beautiful shot.
It's going to slide up to circle's edge probably.
What does the ground play do, Ed? Comes up a little short, edge of the circle.
When you turn it over a bit too much, it slides over there.
Next
It's
up
hard
on
to get in
tee,
the circle.
Let's make some noise for Gannon Buhr.
But that was Simon's best drive of the week on the hole.
Yeah.
He finally has a look inside C1. Late release, early as in the first hole,
Right.
but a late release off the tee. Fortunate to kick out left.
Pretty rare to see a announcement have a louder roar than Simon.
Mm-hmm.
I think Paul got it there.
Driven low, hard. The ground play is decent. It's going to require a 50-foot putt for the birdie, though.
And rounding out your MPO lead card this afternoon, give it up for Chris Dickerson.
He's going to give all the other players in the card a run for their money.
Yes.
These people here love themselves some Chris Dickerson.
I love that shirt.
Yeah, it's a cool one. It's like Chris in so many different ways. Just don't see any fried chicken graphics on that camouflage. That's the only thing he's missing. He ain't missing that, though. What a shot.
No.
You talk a little bit in the intro about how McBeth can be so intimidating. I tell you what, if I had a lead going into the final round and McBeth and Gannon Buhr were tied, I might be more intimidated by Gannon Buhr right now. Just because he is so hot. He's won so many tournaments lately. But he... Okay, never mind. Maybe I changed my answer.
That was a perfect time for you to say that.
Yeah, just maybe shut up
And
a little bit, Jeremy.
I think people have said that before.
Yeah, well, that's usually what fuels them to do stuff like that.
Exactly. You just keep that, secret hidden deep down inside.
All right. Well, how would you feel?
How would I feel?
Yeah, if you were 20 under and McBeth and Gannon Buhr were at 18.
I would hope that if I had a lead, I wouldn't care.
That's a great answer. Gosh, I like your answer a lot. Simon in for the birdie. That putt has looked so good this week.
Because anybody in the field could catch me. No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah, well.
That's a good putt there.
Par saved for Gannon. And Chris to clean up the birdie after the great drive. It's low, it's in, center. And we're off. Right away, we're going to get a chase card check-in. Ricky Wysocki up on 3. Going for the skip play. And getting the skip up to the top tier. Tap in birdie coming.
Big Jerm.
There's that flag in the middle. I asked them if I could move it, and they said, no, it'd be a $10,000 fine. I said, I can't afford that. That's literally what Jim Oates told me. A pretty good skip for a low thrown shot.
Yeah, it gives you a look.
I've actually got my right foot forward in front of my lie to step up. There was a stick in my back if I had been behind my lie.
Nice little savvy vet move there.
And Ricky doesn't have to do any fancy footwork to get his birdie. Kevin Jones out there shooting hot round 8 under through 10, jumping up a ton of spots.
That's a great start. Amazing start, really. Hole 2, big sidearm stall shot, I guess, or a little skipper underneath these branches here on the left. Maybe somebody's going to try to come up this middle.
Yeah.
Like, I think maybe
I'd be
Chris
surprised.
Tried in practice a couple times.
Yeah, I think we did see him in.
Yeah.
Did we see him in round 1 or?
Yeah.
We've seen him. Yeah, we saw him do the vertical backhand roller on 4. So this is wide for Simon. It's gonna be playing with this creek. It gets through.
Skips over the little creek.
Oh boy, what a break that is. That's as close as you can get to the creek without getting penalized.
I think this is too high. Yeah. Gives him a putt. He can run if he wants it, though. Scary, right behind the basket. There's that OB. Yeah, so he is going flex. Oh, I think that is a little too much Anheuser.
Oh boy, the goodness that it spits out. That could have been really tough lie. Gannon also lining this low skip play. This is coming in hot. Needs to slow down. Oh, what an unfortunate break.
And that shows you what some luck will get you.
Wow, that was so similar to Simon's line, but it's such a huge skip. Jumped straight up, caught the branch. And Chris has gone OB deep. Just made a mess of this hole.
Yeah, there's a smart play from Paul. He could go for it and maybe give it a bid that doesn't go OB, but it's a tough one from there.
We've seen him make that putt before. Oh, that was such a good line for Gannon, especially with the low ceiling, going down to the knee on an elevated basket from 55 feet, right on line, just a touch low.
Oh, and that's a great putt given the circumstances.
Walking away with birdie when the rest of the field is struggling. I guess McBeth is going to take the easy par, but Chris needs to knock this down to save the bogey. Good composure. Hole 2 during round 3 actually played over par.
Tough one. I think a lot of people were doing that go deep thing that they were doing there. They go out of bounds dance.
It did play over par in round 2, but it was the hardest for some reason in round 3. Niklas on his approach without a birdie yet, but hole 4 is a great place to get it. Most birdied hole on the course as he hits the bucket in the air and has that tap in for the birdie. He's having such a great season as well.
Yes.
First Finn to win on the Disc Golf Pro Tour. First Elite Series win. It's just got to be such a great feeling for a country that's so proud and so involved in disc golf.
Absolutely. Hole 3, par 4, 769. Sidearm hyzer or mid-range. Goes straight and then land about right here. You have about 380 in. You're going to play it on all hyzer. A right to left shot that hopefully skips by this shadow and jumps in, or you hit high and kind of plinko down on these shelves. This hole does a really good job of guarding the entrance of the green.
It really does. Really the only way to access the green repeatably, or predictably, I should say, would be the low hyzer skip and hitting the ground well before you get to those tiered rocks. Paul liking the straighter angle, so he hooks his forehand wide right. A good spot to be.
Does this have too much? Yes.
Yeah, it does.
Gets away with it. I don't know what his run-up situation is going to be like from there. It might be tough to really even get the 420 that he's going to need to get to the basket or to Circle's edge.
Not going to be playing easy from that far back. You're definitely right about that.
It might even be like 450.
And I mean, a very short run up. Let's see what he's able to manage out of this.
Looks kind of... he's
Okay.
comfy, yeah.
Just a little bit of an early release. Couldn't get his body in line with the throw, but still executes a really fine shot. And he's got a great look at it from 40 feet away.
Yeah, just step in front of your lie, lift that foot, and spin her in.
Mm-hmm. That was cool to do that on camera. I enjoy that. Oh, look at that. Oh, it jumps the last one. Why not? How can he beat this guy? He's going to be skipping through the branches on 2, jumping every tier of rocks on 3, birdieing the first hole. I mean, he's putting together quite a performance so far.
It's too wide.
Yeah, it appears to be a little bit too long, a little too wide. And I don't know if he'll even have a look at the basket from there.
He'll have something, but he ain't going to like it.
He's not going to like it.
Little zipper.
See what McBeth is able to find from here. Flipping it up flat. Getting some decent height on it. And instead of going skip play, he tries to air it in there and finds the rocks at the base of C1.
He's got something.
Yeah, he really does, actually. It's much better than it looked from the original angle. And a good effort provided.
Yeah, those are good putts. It's hard to change anything about them.
Both 2 and 3, yeah. And Chris almost walked away with an awesome birdie after the errant tee shot. McBeth off the top, giving Simon an opportunity once again to gain a stroke on the card. And he knocks it down. He says, okay, it was slightly left, but it's in the basket. His lead is now 6 over Gannon and 4 over McBeth.
Yeah, these guys are missing left, missing low, missing right. He's missing by an inch and mad about it.
Right, exactly. Wow. Up to hole 5. Ricky Wysocki going the forced forehand turnover. And this is just right down the middle. Watch out, catch cam. You got a disc coming at you. And I'll set up a little putter approach. Somewhere in the 250 range. Heading right at the tree.
Gotta earn it.
Cash.
That's a good putt.
No. Ricky off to a good start. Simon off to a better start. 4-shot lead.
Got 41 feet for Gossage. It's a game of inches. The Portland Open champion, Adam Hammis.
Here is hole 4. Like I said earlier, the most birdied hole on the course, playing nearly half a stroke below par. Just got to fit a forehand through that tight window there. Just finish somewhere up in the field. And from there, it's dealer's choice. Backhand turnover with a putter or a forehand in. Just have to avoid hitting early trees. If there's any other area you have to avoid, it'd be coming up short right. But I don't know. I didn't see a single person go out of bounds short right.
Yeah, I haven't seen a single person miss the gap.
Okay. Well, there's one person.
Wow.
And kicks hard right. Yeah, that face says it all.
The commentary jinx.
You did it. You knew it was coming. Did you know it was coming?
I had no clue. I haven't seen any of this.
Paul barely getting through the gap, actually, but big skip. And although it'll be a blind shot, it's very manageable. Why do you suppose this play is what Chris is going with?
Feels like he can hit that line, and I don't mind him doing it. Every time I've seen him doing it, do it, it's been fantastic.
It's so curious. But yeah, he's hit the line every time we've seen him throw it.
So far,
Hard to question the results.
One person miss it. Simon, the leader of the tournament. So bizarre. But maybe the nerves. He's like, oh, these guys are letting me off the hook.
Yeah.
You know how it is. You're leading a tournament and you're like, oh, things are so smooth.
What
if I miss this one? No.
I can't miss this one.
Yeah.
I saw 2 people miss it all week.
Okay.
Simon and then this guy right here with 2 thumbs. Last round, yeah. Just missed it.
Okay.
Simon successfully gets out into the fairway and then throws a beaut. Par will be saved. Worst case, he loses 1 shot.
I even saw people miss it but get through. They didn't hit anything.
That would have been nice.
Go in. Oh, wow. I misjudged that.
Off
big
the hook.
Time.
Well, that's part of the advantage of getting more straight off the gap. See, Paul just went hard right.
Yeah.
And he has to kind of contend with those outer limbs there.
Look at this move.
Oh, squirrely swirler. Just jumping up and down in the wind, which was quite gusty going into the 3rd and final round. This is wide. It's going to require a skip. My goodness. Chris, being the closest player, is still 28 feet away. Lead card not necessarily playing this hole as well as they would like. Yeah, Paul knows the window. Well, there was a door there, and he just needed to walk through it. And Gannon still without a birdie.
All his putts have been right on line, though.
Yeah, that's true. And we are going to have no birdies on hole 4. I would have lost so much money if you had said.
Would you have bet your house?
No, because I think my wife would kill me, but I would have bet
you could have won
I would have
another
bet the
house.
guest room. I would have bet the guest room.
Yeah. I would have bet my house.
Especially when 3 of them got out the gap.
That's
At that
crazy.
point, I would have bet the gap.
Yeah.
Once I saw their tee shots, I would have said, yeah, the house is on the line.
That was such a good escape for him.
Yeah, I mean, at
Things
least
coulda got
one person got a good 4.
Yeah.
Holding on to his 4-shot lead. Taking a look over here at the hole we just saw Ricky play. Hole 5, uphill, par 4, 625 feet. Whether you challenge this gap with a forehand turnover or lay up with the mid-range, it's up to the player. From there, you just have to avoid these 2 dark trees left and right of the gap. This middle tree in the right here is also kind of pesky because when you hit it, you're still left with about 35 feet down the hill. And there's actually an out-of-bounds line past the basket at the bottom of that hill.
Simon's been trying to lay it up about 30 short of the gap. Get it wide. Have the wind drop it right here. That's just fine.
Yep. The game plan's been working pretty well so far, so no need to change it now. This is a disc change from what he threw in round 2 and a good adjustment.
Smoked. Right by Simon.
Did you consider laying up in your practice rounds?
Yeah, I think that was my play. Is I was laying up, and then I got in the tournament, and oh no.
That was overturned, but I thought for a moment that he was going to break through. Now he's going to be in a tough spot.
But the wind switched, so it was like a tailwind, and then it became a really easy sidearm out the gap.
Okay. Simon. Oh, he gets through. Once again, love is on his side.
That's not a gimme, though.
No, it's certainly not a gimme, but it's, what, 33 feet?
Yeah. It might be in the circle.
Are those leaves or are those actual chicken tenders on his shirt? Did they actually put chicken tenders on his shirt? Those might be chicken wings, man. They might have actually got every single thing that Chris Dickerson likes on one shirt. Oh no, Gannon Buhr trying to get aggressive through the tight window. Careens right, almost takes out a camera guy. And some patrons. And now he's got this shot to get up and down to save the par. Kind of a disastrous start for Gannon right now.
Definitely falling off pace, and this needs to... Okay.
Yeah, okay.
Good, kind of a good reaction off of it. It wasn't the best shot.
It went forward still and inside the circle now. Yeah, Paul knows that's a little off course. Let's call it just inside 40 feet. Man, that's a tough spot to come up. And that's the difference between the tree letting you get through and not letting you get through. And McBeth, after the huge putt on hole 1, has gone gray. Oh, come on. Yeah, I bet you feel really bad about that one, Simon. If you feel so bad about it, just intentionally miss your next birdie putt.
He's not going to do that. He is getting the love today.
Yeah.
Things can change quickly, though.
Well, Gannon's hoping that that's true because he needs things to change very quickly. He's going to be 2 over now, and surprisingly slow start for the young superstar.
McBeth as well. I mean, these holes aren't on the difficult scale. They really aren't. Especially for the best players playing this course the best.
5 shots right now.
It's a big lead.
Ricky Wysocki up on 7. Watch how low this shot goes. Right over the MCO sign. And then it, of course, gets the roll forward. That got 130% of its potential distance. And then Chris Clemens, backhand forced turnover. This is just how you do it.
Fantastic shot right there.
This is what great players do, though, Paul. You get a good break, you get a good result, and then you capitalize. Huge birdie putt made for Ricky.
Couple nice circles edgers from him.
Yeah. And he's made a couple that you haven't seen on film as well. The putter is hot.
How does that stay?
Bro. On this same hole, when we came through 5 minutes before, both myself and Niklas Antala had dead center spit outs. And it was just like seeing Simon make that putt just toil the ball out the left side. It's just like, oh, okay, so they do catch.
Yeah.
That's good to know.
Hole 6, par 4, 720, out of bounds left and right. If you throw the sidearm, you got to be careful because the wind's kind of pushing it to the right side. Also, backhand likes to skip out left. Been seeing a lot of people throw mid-range if you have the skills to do that. Right down the middle, it gives you your best option of not getting that big skip. And then the sidearm flex shot has been happening as well.
Strong right to left gust.
Yep.
which can make the backhand scary if you don't throw the mid-range. If you expose any part of the bottom of the disc, Simon doesn't give it a chance to do that.
Seems really gusty.
I like this. Giving it height, it lifts. Kind of a funky counterbounce.
Yeah, like tried to go backwards.
McBeth's powerful forehand has been noticed this week.
Dickerson also going with the mid-range play. Yeah, he's been throwing it a lot.
Mm-hmm. Something you'll notice about McBeth's release when he throws a forehand, as soon as the disc comes out of his hand, there is not a single ounce of flutter. It is just pure, clean line. Gannon's in the fairway. Good opportunity to pick up his first birdie now.
Just needs to get down or hit the trees. Yeah, there you go.
I think he could kick the disc and it would find a way down to the green right now.
Gannon going with the wide sidearm play. This doesn't look very wide, but it's going to get smashed by the wind.
It's going to get smashed by the bucket as well.
Yeah, that works.
First birdie coming.
We hope.
We hope. It's never too late to get your first birdie. Or it's never too late to get any birdie. Chris coming in backdoor. And this is just how he's been playing this hole. Beautiful. Stand still forehand Raptor approach.
Beauty. All right, we got some bird bids.
Everyone in the circle. Elevated basket with wind. Makes it look a lot easier than it is.
Yeah, he made that look too easy.
Hit 5 down through 6. Just the start that he was hoping for last night when he was going to bed with a lead in this tournament. Oh, goodness. Top floor. James today, he has to laugh about it.
All right, some money going to charity.
Yeah, Starframe. What are you most afraid of in life? If you're just going to get vulnerable real quick while we have a moment.
Most afraid of?
Can you think of anything off the top of your head? Because I can tell you what mine is.
I mean, that's a loaded question, bro. I don't want to get that personal.
I just want to say that
a billion people.
Elevated basket headwind putt on a veteran target is maybe what I'm most afraid of in this world. So that's why Gannon might be feeling the same thing, jammed at full speed. Good for him. On to the par 3, hole 7, 375 feet. Once again, do not go down this way. There's nothing good down the tunnel. It's awful. Forehand flex shot is really the only play.
Probably like bullies.
We've moved on.
Oh, my bad. Of course. Now that is a good shot.
That's a good shot.
He went around the thing.
It was a good shot.
There was no roll. He snuck. He was just perfect enough on that one.
It was a good
great.
shot.
Fantastic.
But of course it rolled a little bit closer. You can do no wrong right now, it seems.
Ooh, this looks good.
Yeah, I like this line.
Could be a little ace run. Oh, no. See the difference.
Come on. That was a better looking shot.
That's funny.
Paul's got to make that, though. If he
will,
wants to hold on to his position, if he wants any chance of back 9 action here, he's got to be making those putts from here on out. He's already missed too many of them.
Oh, no.
Overturn from Chris in the ugly stuff in the creek. This is a Gannon Buhr forehand special, and he does not disappoint. Here, and watch this. This is just going to roll right to the pin. It always does. This green just tends to do that. Great shot for him. Back-to-back birdies coming. He loves the little force overs, whether it's a backhand force over or forehand force over. Hole 7 asks for it. Gannon Buhr delivers. Can't see him in there. Where is he?
Out of there. Okay, to get to 3 under through 7. Solid start.
Just picked up the birdie in the last hole. And off the top. And it keeps going, too. They just forget about it right now. This guy's running away with it.
And the shot that he missed on 4, the recovery was fantastic. He kind of outplayed him on hole 4. He hit the first tree.
That's not an easy comebacker. Makes it look casual, but that putt is missed by a good portion of the field if it's coming back for par. Not for McBeth, but it will be another par. Another stroke lost to the leader. Gannon Buhr moving in the right direction now. He's back to even for the round. And Chris stays at 1 under.
Another big man sighting. Let's see what you got.
Going with a Nate Sexton April Fool's Firebird.
Going with the flex shot. Okay.
Yeah, we had to right to left, crosswind, try to play against the wind.
I like that sit. Oh, that is fantastic. Those are the putts you want. And through 9 holes, that's going to get you to 4 under. That's a solid 9-hole stretch right there.
Ricky Wysocki has moved up into a tie with McBeth for second place. I mean, I don't know if we're close enough to the finish line yet to start talking about podium finishes, but I mean, if Simon continues getting birdies, it's just the drama might be just left in who's getting second, who's getting third, who's getting fourth. We'll see. But first, we get through hole 8. I think the best hole on the property. Still one of the original designs. Par 4, 777 feet. Got to throw either down the middle or the big hyzer play. And even with a great shot, you're still going to be left with 350 to 450 feet in. It's just a fantastic hole.
Yeah, this is going to be the big test for Simon on this front 9. If he can manage to get away with even a par here,
yeah,
that will be fantastic moving forward.
That's good angle. If you get more left, then you start getting into a place where you're forced to go big hyzer over the top, which Simon doesn't mind.
Well, this hole is like one of the only holes I think of that can give you the big number.
Yes, this hole has definitely produced some big scores. Gannon stays in the fairway, but not in the optimal spot. We'll put it that way.
That thing drops, but it's fine. It's fine.
Yeah, that's going to be 430 feet away.
Yeah, I think that's accurate.
Chris turning it right. Oh, this is heading towards out of bounds. And, oh, it tries to circle back in, but it does not. I don't know if he even has a play to get aggressive to save the par. Yeah, he's just going to go spike hyzer. He is just reserved to playing for bogey now. That tee shot hurt.
That's the teeth this hole has. Mm-hmm. Go off the tee, go out of bounds, and then you start forcing the issue a little bit. You can get out of control quick.
You can get in trouble. Yeah, it's good golf, good course management for Chris to just realize best case scenario is 5. McBeth into the circle. That's a good shot from back there.
Giving him those circle's edge bids today.
I know. It seems like that's been the case all weekend for him. I mean, the biggest difference between him and Simon right now is I think Simon has just been making him and giving himself shorter bids. Oh, Gannon has pushed this wide. This is going to need some help coming back in. And it doesn't get it, Paul. He's going to be out of bounds, and he never crossed. So he's going to be on the other side, and that is a bad sign for Gannon.
Meanwhile, Simon, is he thinking about the over-the-top play, or is he going low? No, he doesn't want anything to do with the big number. I like this play. Oh, and no, he doesn't get the flare skip.
Yeah, he came in with a lot of angle just to make the shape. I think if he wanted to get really creative, he could have gone for the flip up, but he was more interested in just navigating down the fairway.
Oh, sure. Yeah. No, I completely agree. I just think that angle could have ended up in the end.
Sure, I see what you're saying.
Yeah, I was just saying it was a soft ground play for the amount of angle that he had. He's just going to be inside the circle.
Now Gannon from 250. He's got to put the brakes on. Paul. He's gone out of bounds again. Meanwhile, Simon looking for birdie number 7 on the front. Just outside the circle. This guy is like
automatic
in the layup line right now.
That is automatic. I haven't seen him putt this good in a 9-hole stretch, 8-hole stretch in a long time. He hasn't missed anything, and he's had a lot of testers. And when you're in the lead and you have a lot of testers, there's not very many people who've made them all.
Yep. He is one with the target.
You know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
People battling, like, you miss them. The nerves get to you.
Gannon saves the double bogey, but he is back to 2 over, a place where he was just 2 holes ago. Now this to save the 5. All right, minimal damage, but even par right now through 8 for Chris Dickerson. Not the start he was looking for, going backwards on the leaderboard. Fast forwarding to hole 10. Got Chris Clemens going the big hyzer and gets around into the bullseye.
Very good shot there. Got this one. This looks fantastic. Wide enough. Not the best ground play.
Yeah, it wasn't tight enough to the tree line. Chris played it perfect.
Swing, yeah. It doesn't matter when you can do that.
I got my practice round redemption putt.
That was beautiful. That's a perfect pace right there. Headwind?
Tailwind, and I'd been in that same spot all 3 rounds, and every time I tailwind putt lifted. So I actually putted that one lower. As the wind is coming up the hill, it was lifting instead of dropping.
Okay.
So it was a weird prediction that
Great read.
Worked out. Hole 9, just a wide open field shot. Paul, what are you trying to do?
I'm trying to throw a wide hyzer with a lot of spike angle. Over here to the right, circle's edge-ish. As soon as you get down the slope with the wide hyzer, it tends to skip left or bounce, roll. I think the play is the sidearm flex or the sidearm spike hyzer, playing into the hillside.
Simon's going to go backhand, and he's going to go with that big high hyzer to try to mitigate the skip by trying to spike. And look at that. Just gets enough spike to not stand up. And that's what you have to avoid doing. As soon as that disc gets vertical, it's gone.
Yeah, so he hit it on that little, there's a little shelf there. That's the one I was talking about. If you can hit it there, it seems to not do the super swooper to the left or the bounce roll.
Paul high wide with the forehand.
Looks great. But that's what happens.
The vertical.
He just threw it too far. If he throws that a little short, the angle isn't as bad for the roll, I feel like. And this is what I worry about right there.
Slow down.
Oh, that's a nice
It's going to curl backwards. Okay.
See, a little too high and a little farther, and you get, it seems like just horrible ground play.
I can't tell if he likes it or hates it.
I think he likes it.
Well, he should like it. So it was a very confident turnaround. That was like the club twirl at the top of the backswing.
Yeah. Watch, he just goes, okay, where's my...
I like that.
Oh, a nice little skip that could have done something special.
Yeah. But that high when the disc is coming down, that's how you avoid the big skip roll. Perfect play for Gannon. Nice.
Beautiful.
Yeah, good putt up the hill. It's every bit of 30 feet. Simon to go 8 down on the front 9. Yeah, sure. He doesn't even have to try anymore. He just knows the disc is going to go in the basket. So he's like, do I need to putt it, or do you guys need me to like prove that I'm going to make it?
Is that a real number?
Yeah, he's 28 under right now. 7 above the closest player on the card. Just slamming the door on the front 9. I mean, we can sit here and try to like, that's insane. What an incredible front 9. And let's take a look at Calvin Heimberg. This is a hole 18.
No.
Yeah.
Oh, it is. Oh, yeah.
He's on the 13th card. Tied for 36th place. And from range, count it. That's the way to finish your tournament.
What a putt.
Not the best week for Calvin Heimberg, but got a good memory to walk away with.
A little momentum going into next week.
Going into the major, that's right. Simon Lizotte right now, 7 shots clear of Ricky Wysocki and Paul McBeth. Look at Anthony Barella. You can't keep a good man down for too long. 9 under through 15. He's still got some time to do some more work out there. Some decent scores, and once again, playing in this wind. This course is tough when the wind is out.
Not really. I mean, Simon's making it look just absolutely so easy. He's 8 under through nine holes. He's just making every circle's edge putt look like it's child's play. He's getting the breaks, and then he's capitalizing. His putt's just hitting the center. That's what I'm seeing. And I'm watching people fall apart around him, and it's a beautiful thing to watch.
Well, you've seen some good disc golf. Why don't you come back and watch some great disc golf? I mean, we've got 9 more holes left here for the Music City Open. Can Simon make it 3 for 3 here? Or will Chris Dickerson shoot 14 under on the back 9? Thank you to the Founders Club. We'll see you guys in just a minute.